Hello everyone, today I'll be making another video talking about the state of the Auburn football program. If you've kept up with the channel, y'all might know that I have already made a video about this before, but right now that video was more so of things are looking really bad, but this video is more so, things actually are really freaking bad. Because this most recent loss to Missouri told me a lot about really how good this football team is, and it's not good. Really just what I'm going to be doing is just I'm going to be talking about the Missouri game because I didn't really do that. I didn't make a review video for week 8, and just, what's going on and the future of the program, or mostly this season, and yes, the future of the program, and especially what needs to happen with Hugh Freeze. So let's go ahead and get into it. First off, I'm going to be talking about the Missouri game. This one was rough. I'm not going to lie. Out of our 4 losses, this one hurt the most. This was really bad because this game we legit had a very good shot to win. And I get Georgia, we blew it. Oklahoma, we blew it. But it just felt like this is really going to be a win. I could feel there wasn't anything in my mind saying that, we're going to lose this game. It's just ridiculous. It just, one, again, proves how awful our offense is. And just, I don't know. It just proves how we just cannot do anything on the offensive side of the ball. So start off, we get a touchdown, 7-0. We get a 3-and-out. Get the ball back. This play also, you want to talk about plays that completely changed the course of games. This play really did, and it was when Jackson Arnold actually has a pretty dang good pass, throws it to Cam Coleman, and he just drops the ball. If he catches that ball, it's an 80-yard touchdown, or however far he was away from the goal line. He should have been a touchdown. It literally hit him in stride perfect. It was a perfectly thrown pass. This guy's getting paid over $1 million, and he's one of the best receivers in the nation. And also he dropped another one too. Our receivers were dropping passes all night. It's just ridiculous. That's 17 points gone. Not only that, Jackson Arnold throws his first pick of the season, and apparently it was a miscommunication. It really wasn't a bad throw. Apparently it was just a miscommunication. But, again, that gives Missouri 3 points. Then after that, just goes how I thought. Just cannot move the ball on offense. Missouri, after, we get another shot to score. We get stopped, but they get the ball. They have a nice little, drive, get a touchdown off it. That was the one good drive Missouri had all night. Again, it's just the fact that we lost this game. It's just utterly ridiculous. So it's 10-7 going in the half. We're losing. Again, just the fact that we only have 7 points in the first half at home against Missouri. Here's the thing. We've played Oklahoma, Texas A&M, and Georgia by now. And you would think now that this would be one of the not as good defenses that we've played. And we still at home only have 7 points. It's just ridiculous. The offensive line played terrible. I'm pretty sure we let up 6 sacks this game again. It's just the amount. Honestly, we're probably on pace to beat a record of how many sacks we've allowed per game in the SEC. It's absolutely ridiculous. So we give up just way too many sacks again. Again, couldn't move the ball, couldn't run. We didn't really start running the ball well until the fourth quarter, the second half really. First half, we did not run the ball that well. We did our first couple of drops, but after that, it kind of cooled off. Again, couldn't throw the ball. And once we finally did get a touchdown, we do put up a nice little drive. A guy, Omar Mapson, he went to my high school. He got a touchdown. So that was pretty exciting. We go up 14-0. Not 14-10. And then we end up getting a stop, and we get, kick a field goal. So we're up 17-10 in the fourth quarter. 17-10. This is so winnable. It's just so winnable. How can a team, any team, it's hard to win in the fourth quarter when you're down by 7, no matter what team you are. So it just sucks. And our defense has been playing good all night. I mean, really, again, I'm not going to talk about the defense too much. I mean, they did give up a lot of third downs in the first half, but other than that, they did fine. I mean, they improved somehow even more in the second half. I mean, because Missouri did, they got way too many third downs. I don't really know how they did, but we get them like 2nd and 10, 3rd and 8, something like that. But then they'd get like a first down like every single. It was kind of ridiculous. Again, I'm not going to talk about the defense. We contained the rushing game really. I mean, there's a couple of times where Bo Perdula like scrambled away. A couple of times got some yards off that. But other than that, I mean, our defense played fine. And again, I'm going to continue to say this: good offense complements good defense, because the longer amount of time that your offense has possession of the ball, the longer your defense gets to stay off the field. So gives your defense more time to rest, gives them, more energy, and it just proves the morale of the team when your offense can move the ball. Our offense has not moved the ball all season. I'm pretty sure, like, against SEC teams, we average, okay, we scored 10 in 2 of them, then we scored 17 in the other 2. So, around, 14.5? It's unacceptable. So, there's that. As for the whole Jackson Arnold situation, again, he hasn't really improved much since Oklahoma. That's just my take on it. After the Baylor game, I thought that, maybe he had improved a little bit when passing, because he had a QBR of 97 after that game. So I'm like, hey, maybe it's not going to be too bad. Then every single game he plays there. Again, a part of it was the offensive line played really bad, and we eventually, we couldn't run the ball. No team can run the ball the entire game unless you're just literally prime Alabama, prime Michigan, something like that. But so it's just hard to run the ball the entire game. And once Jackson Arnold gets forced to pass the ball, it just doesn't work. He can only throw the ball 10 yards max. That's the only thing he can do. That's the furthest he can throw the ball. Again, just not a great quarterback. I don't even think he he did have a couple break-off runs early, but again, didn't really scramble at all after that. So that just, again, really hurt the running game. Again, it's just so hard. Our offense just gets off the field so quick. It's ridiculous. I've never seen an SEC offense this bad in a long – here's the thing. Last year, our offense was pretty bad. The year before that, our offense has been bad. This is genuinely atrocious. This offense this year might be worse than last year's. I'm not even kidding, by the way. It might be worse than last year's. Jackson Arnold, he's not any better than Peyton Thorne. I'm going to go and say he's not any better than Peyton Thorne. The only thing he does better than Peyton Thorne is just not turn the ball over. They both can't pass the ball. They can both scramble. He can run a little bit. He can run better than Peyton Thorne. But he doesn't. He's more inaccurate than Peyton Thorne, I'd say, or he just cannot throw the ball more than 10 yards. So I don't know. The QB situation is atrocious. I've heard that we might. Okay, we're not going to start Deuce Knight, but because he hadn't had many experiences, and I've heard when he got in against Ball State or South Alabama or something like that, he didn't do very well. So I would not I don't want him to be starting because he's very inexperienced. At least Jackson Arnold has experience, and he doesn't turn the ball over. If we put in a guy like Deuce Knight or who's the other quarterback? I forgot his name, but they would probably turn the ball over more. At least the best thing about Jackson Arnold is that he doesn't turn the ball over. He did against Missouri, but at the same time, it was just a miscommunication, which is all. It's a bad thing. It was, again, offensive problems, but. It wasn't like Jackson Arnold had a bad pass. The offensive line situation is atrocious. I already said this. 6 sacks, unacceptable. Tackles, again, our left tackle and our right. And even our interior defensive line, Connor Lew got hurt again that game, and that was just bad. So even though after he got hurt, we actually started running the ball really well. We got a few break-off runs, but later in the fourth quarter, it cooled off a lot. But anyway, after or more about the game, this is I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is after we got the field goal. We had a really bad kicks, and Missouri gets it at like midfield, and then they go down, score a touchdown. So it's 17-17, and then it goes into it doesn't go into overtime just now. I'm gonna get at the part like we get the ball, we go 3 and out, and then we have to kick it with like 2 minutes left. It's a 2-minute warning. Missouri has it on like the 5, just like the 2, like they have it so far back in their own territory. And I'm like, all right, yeah, if we can get a stop here, that'd be really good because then we'd have, some time to get like a field goal or something like that before the game ends, and then we win the game. Simple as that, right? Well, guess what? It is, and I mean, dang near the exact same outcome as last year's game against Missouri. Last year we actually lost because of the final drive of the game against Missouri. But this year, we kind of did lose because we couldn't get a stop. Like, we'd been getting stops, like, most of the night, but then this, I don't know what it is, but it dang near looked like the exact same situation as last year. They get all these third down conversions, they get, like, these 8-9 yard passing plays, and then we just, we couldn't stop them. And I don't know what it is. And he did this in overtime, too, but, DJ Durkin, he keeps calling all these, just all-out, blitz plays. He blitzes, all of our linebackers. So we have no one guarding the midfield. So he just keeps throwing these 8-yard slant routes. Here's the thing. DJ Durkin has been amazing. He's been amazing all year. And then he keeps sending everyone at Bo Padula trying to get him to I don't know, just have a quick incompletion but all he's doing is sitting there, they keep throwing slants up the middle or just they just keep throwing to guys that run up the middle. So it's because we have no one defending there. All we had to do was just rush 4 and we probably get a stop. I don't know what it was. He did it in the last 2 minutes and he did it in overtime too. And it's pretty much why we lost the game too. It wasn't the only reason we lost the game in overtime, but that was another reason because that play calling right there was really bad. We kept blitzing everyone, leaving the middle of the field open. So they keep getting these first downs and they go down to what was it, the 40 yard, the 30-something yard line. We get a sack, which that saved our skin right there. And so they're forced to throw. They just lob one downfield. We get a pick. It's a really nice pick. It was our second interception. And by the way, we still had 2 interceptions this game and still lost. It's crazy. It just goes to further show how bad our offense is. After that, and this really kind of made me angry a little bit. There's 18 seconds left in the game and we have a timeout. And we have it at the 20. We could at least try, to get in field goal range. We might. Here's the thing. This is what makes me angry. These people need to realize we have Cam Coleman, Eric Singleton, Perry Thompson, and Malcolm Simmons on our team. They can make plays happen, especially Cam Coleman. Heck, there's a really good chance if Jackson all just throws up Cam Coleman, there's a good chance he catches it. So, I don't know why we didn't do this against Texas A&M and we didn't do it against Georgia as much. No, yeah, we didn't do it against Georgia and we didn't do it against Missouri. The game where we did do it, it worked against Oklahoma, who has one of the best defenses in the nation. I don't know why we're not giving Cam Coleman more long-distance passes. And I know I was just saying, Jackson Arnold can't really throw the ball more than 10 yards. But what he can do, all he has to do is just lob it up to Cam Coleman. He's probably going to catch it. We could at least try to take a couple of shots before the game ended and get in a field goal range. Because we probably, I don't think we would have won if we tried it. Missouri probably would have gotten a stop maybe. Or, they would have prevented it. But we could at least try. So we kneel with 18 seconds left and don't take the timeout. It's just so stupid. Missouri wins the toss. They choose to play defense first. What do you know? We don't score. Missouri, they don't score either. They missed the field. I thought once they got into field, what was it? They had a 39-yard field goal. I thought the game was over. So I just turned off honestly, that night when I was at my cabin in the mountains, because it was my fall break, I just turned the TV off. I'm just nope, he lost, I'm done. I figure out he misses it. I turn it on. We're on offense. It's 3rd and 10. and it's 3rd and 10, and guess what happens? Jackson Arnold gets sacked. Or it's third, okay. Whichever play it was either the first drive or this drive. I'm pretty sure it wasn't the second. I'm pretty sure the first time we had an offense, it's like 3rd and 6, and Hugh Freeze calls a run play. I don't know if it was off the tackle or off the guard's shoulder. Whatever one it freaking was. He calls a run play on 3rd and 6 in overtime. Are you kidding me? You know when you call run plays on plays like 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, plays like that. I don't know why we're calling run plays on 3rd and 6 in overtime. So that was a really bad play. I can't remember if it was the first drive or the second drive in overtime. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure we get sacked after, the 3rd and 10 play. So it's like 4th and a million. And then we get sacked and we throw it to our lineman on 4th down and it gets blown up. So we lose the game. Also, before then, I forgot to talk about Missouri's drive. Again, they punched it in for a touchdown. They go for 2. They get stopped. It's just, I don't know. That our defense just, they did all they could. And again, these are the plays that really pissed me off because DJ Durkin, he called overload blitz every single play on defense. It was so annoying because he left the middle of the field open every single time. So all he had to do was just chip away at the huge gap of the huge gap in the defense in the middle of the field. It was just ridiculous. I haven't seen that happen with our defense. Teams to be getting 3rd downs that easily or first, whatever it is. Doesn't matter what down it was. They're just getting yards way too easily off of that. So what do you know? They get to the 2-yard line or whatever is very quickly because we kept calling all these blitz plays. So they get a touchdown off of it. And even though we stopped the 2-point conversion, still couldn't do anything on offense because, again, just proves how bad the offense is. So my takeaway from this game is, again, we blew the game. Oh, I didn't even talk about the field goal situation. I mean, the amount of field goals we missed, what was it, 2, 3? I'm pretty sure it was 2. Look, here's the thing. I know Alex McPherson has, that disease or whatever. But here's the thing. If he has, health problems, then I don't think he should be kicking. And I've been thinking this all game, because I knew going in all these games that Alex McPherson, he's a great kicker, but he's also not a great kicker when he has very, very harmful disease. So for the sake of the team, we should have at least tried to put in another kicker, especially after he missed the first chip shot. Because, that's another reason we lost the game. Cam Coleman, getting or dropping that pass was really bad. He didn't make a couple of more chunk plays. And I guess I was saying when we didn't really give him chunk, we did lob it to him a couple of times, but it just really never made up for the missed touchdown. Because again, those I'm pretty sure it was those same 2 drives. It was when Alex McPherson missed the field goals. Because those 2. We get within the 30-yard line in each of those plays, and then we get stopped immediately because the offense just goes to crap after we make a good play. I don't know what it is. Our offense just cannot. Again, we just can't find ways to win. We're always finding ways to lose, and that was literally a prime example of it. Just 2 missed field goals from and those were crucial. Those were good drives. So it just sucks. That's 6 missed points right there. But yeah, overall, just terrible game. People said this game was going to be ugly, 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 and it was. Quarterback play was terrible. Okay, at least Missouri could pass the ball a little bit. I'm not going to count Jackson Arnold lobbing up to Cam Coleman because he, again, the only passes he completed that day were against, were these short little quick passes. Basically, they're basically just glorified running plays, but with passing. That, or he's just lobbing it to Cam Coleman, which he did 2 times. And Cam Coleman caught him, but it's just our offense is so unsustainable. Because if we can't run the ball, we basically can't do anything on offense. It's just as simple as that. That's the reason we beat Baylor. If Baylor could have stopped the run, we would have lost. because, I mean, we had over 300 rushing yards on them. So, you know. But overall, I mean, I've ranted about this game for long enough. Again, it just confirms to me how bad our offense is and that, we're just not a good team this year. Our defense is like top 7, but offense is bottom 7 in the nation. So doesn't matter. We're in a very similar situation to Florida, LSU, Texas, and maybe a couple other teams out there that because all those teams have one thing in common: their defenses are great. Their offenses are terrible. So, well, I don't know. At least Texas, they've, all the teams that I said, all those 3 teams I mentioned, LSU, Texas, Florida, all those teams have scored over 20 points in a conference game. We have not. So, honestly, we probably have the worst offense in the SEC, even worse than Kentucky's, because Kentucky scored 20 points against Ole Miss. So, again, our offense, it just sucks. Yeah, but I will now get into the Hugh Freeze situation. So as for Hugh Freeze right now, I think he knows, and everyone else sure dang knows, that his time is about up. His time is about up at Auburn. Just cannot succeed in the SEC at all. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's about the same as Harsin was when he was here. So he hasn't gotten any better. And the sad thing is, this year's team is the most talented team we've had, honestly, this decade. This team is, because again, even though he's not very good, Jackson Arnold, he was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. I'm pretty sure Cam Coleman was 4. He might have been 5-star. Again, I've said this before, but my high school, we played against Cam Coleman, and oh my gosh, I mean, that dude was unreal. So, I mean, again, he was one of the best players in the nation when he went to Auburn. Defense is great, position for position. We have, one of the better secondaries in this nation. The front 7 is monsters. We just stopped the run so well. Keldrick Falk and Keon Crawford, our 2 defensive ends, are just ridiculous. My cousin played against Keldrick Falk when he was in high school too, or he played against his brother, but also him, and I think in high school when he was a freshman. That dude's a demon. Keon Crawford, I'm pretty sure he leads the team in sacks. And then Xavier Atkins has been a great linebacker this year. Again, our defense is great. A lot of these guys are going in the NFL. We have a lot of NFL talent on this team. So it just doesn't make sense why we're not winning more games. I mean, again, people are going to point to, the refs probably cost us 2 of these games. So, and that's one thing I will defend Hugh Freeze on just a little bit, that we did get screwed over in the games against Georgia and Oklahoma. However, Texas A&M, and for a large part, I mean, not as much Texas A&M, but it still kind of was on Hugh Freeze. And the second half of the Georgia game, those are, again, all that's on Hugh Freeze. Because, second half Georgia couldn't get your guys to go. Play calling was absolutely atrocious against Texas A&M. This game, just have no production. When you have no production on offense, sure, you can point to Jackson Arnold and the offensive line, and even maybe even the penalties sometimes. But again, you know what a lot of those problems are on? The head coach, Hugh Freeze, because he is an offensive coach. I'm pretty sure he is the quarterback coach, if I'm not mistaken. So he needs to be developing these players, and he needs to have this offense going. Because, heck, when I'm trying to think of a good example of an offense. Okay, who's a coach that Lane Kiffin? Did Ole Miss have a good offense before Lane Kiffin got there? No, they didn't. And now what's Ole Miss doing? Putting up over 30 points a game ever since he's gotten there. So we just need he needs to have more production on offense. And he has not scored 20 points in a conference game this season. And it is his 3rd straight season going 0-4 in the SEC. And I get it. First year, we can kind of give him a pass. Second year, probably start to criticize him more. But the third year, the third year, and especially this year, because this year's team is very, very talented, it's just shock. Like, it's genuinely just so disappointing. Like, Jackson Arnold, he's a 5-star recruit. Like, 5-star recruits are so rare in high school. Like, so the fact that he just cannot pass some football is just ridiculous. And I get he's a tough runner. Like, he's going to run you over once if the goal line's close. But, man, he's just a glorified, he's basically, he's just white Alex Orgy. I don't even think that's a crazy take. It's kind of true. So, there's that. Again, so as I said this the last time I made one of these videos and in the preview video, if Hugh Freeze loses to Missouri, he should probably be fired. And honestly, yeah, I think he needs to be fired. As for who the next coaches are going to be, probably people are saying Tulane's coach, USF's coach, maybe even Syracuse's coach. I have no idea who we're going to get because, first off, I don't think we're going to fire Hugh Freeze right now. Like, after this game, we're not going to fire him. If we lose to Arkansas, we will fire him. But I think, they're not going to fire him before the Arkansas game. Because, again, still got to play, it's still it's a bad loss, but, it's not like a disaster. It's not like a season-ending loss, even though it kind of is. If we lose to Arkansas, that'll be a really, really bad loss. Because, again, Georgia, Oklahoma, Texas A&M aren't necessarily bad losses. But the way we look, it's more so the way we looked is what I was mad at. But if we lose to Arkansas, then that will be a bad loss. Because, all those teams we played, Oklahoma, Georgia, Texas A&M, those are on, the top 10. Or, technically Oklahoma's not, but I think they're a top 10 team easily. And, Missouri's not top 10, but they're still a ranked SEC team in the top 15. So it's not it's not terrible. But if we lose to Arkansas, that'll be terrible. So they're going to keep them around until the Arkansas game. If we lose to Arkansas, he's definitely going to get fired because we're not even favored in the game. Even though we're not favored in the game, he's still going to get fired. We should have the talent to beat Arkansas. But I'll get into that later. I don't really know who we'd actually get as our head coach. We just need a guy at head coach that's going to be energetic, who's going to get his guys ready to run through a brick wall. That's who we need. And also, we don't need him calling plays. Here's the thing. We could have him as the head coach, but what we really need is another offensive coordinator calling the plays. But, I say that, but at the same time, he's not a great, motivational guy either. So I don't know. We just got to get a guy that's has better, motivation, has better energy, and again is a better play caller than Hugh Freeze. So the least we could do is just let another guy call the plays because my gosh, it's just I don't know what's going on. But what we really do need a new head coach. So that's my take on the Hugh Freeze thing. I think he needs to be fired, especially if how we just just trashed on Damari Alston. And I didn't even watch the press conference after the game. I was just nah, it's going to be too awkward. And I already know it probably was, so I didn't even want to watch it. So, again, that's my take on Hugh Freeze. He probably needs to go. Now moving on to the rest of the season. As for what I think about the rest of our schedule, we play Arkansas. We're not even favored in the game, which I don't care. I don't care if we're favored or not. This is a must-win for Hugh Freeze. If I was the athletic director, I would have fired him a few days after this game. If Hugh Freeze loses to Arkansas, I actually do think our athletic director will fire him on the spot if he loses to Arkansas. Arkansas is awful. I don't care. The thing about Arkansas, and I guess this will be a slight preview, their offense is good-ish, but their defense sucks. And, it's not like their offense is crazy. They played a good defensive team in, Notre Dame, and they got shut out at home. So, I think we have a better defense than Notre Dame, so I expect us to do the same thing. Now, granted, Notre Dame has a much better offense than us, but, still, I expect our defense to do very well against Arkansas. Arkansas might put up 20, 24. At the most, Arkansas is putting up 27. That's at the most. But I don't think they're going to put up that many. If I had guessed, they're probably going to put up like 20 against us. I think that, and here's the thing. This game, our offense really needs to do well, because here's the thing. Arkansas is going to have one of the worst offenses we've played this year, worst defenses. Here's the thing. Arkansas's defense is much worse than Missouri, Georgia, Texas A&M, and Oklahoma. Their defense is bad. We should be running the ball all over them, just up and down the field constantly. I don't care. I mean, we can lob a couple to like Cam Coleman or something like that, like, maybe take some shots downfield. But I want to see us run the ball over these guys. Their defense is, they're terrible. Arkansas is a must win. I say this. Hugh Freeze needs to be fired on the spot if we lose to Arkansas. I mean, I guess it's going to be our early prediction. I would think we should win this game because, again, our defense, I think, will be the best defense Arkansas plays this season. And I think has played this season. And I think our offense should be able to run the ball quite well on them. And I don't think they're going to be able to stop it, so I'm taking us to win this game. But, again, it's Auburn. We find a way to lose every single game. We find ways to lose games as much as possible. So I won't be surprised if we lost at all, because, again, we just can't win games. It's like, here's the thing. I think it's a curse. I mean, again, it's not. I'm not superstitious, but it seems like a curse because, like, again, it's like we're trying to find ways to lose. So it wouldn't surprise me if something like what happened against Missouri, Georgia, Texas, or Oklahoma, it happened in this game. So you never know. After them, we got Vanderbilt. And here's the thing. We're not beating Vanderbilt. I'm going to go ahead and say it. We're not going to beat Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has one of the best offenses in the nation. They might not be the best offensive team we've played up until that point, but their defense is also pretty legit. As a reminder, if you don't remember last year, we played them in Jordan-Hare. They shut us out. We didn't score a single point against Vanderbilt in Jordan-Hare Stadium when they came down here and beat us 14-0. Our defense, here's the thing. People are all talking about, like, Diego Pavias, like, was super, how cool he was last season for going in, beating Alabama and then going to Auburn, beating us. Like, he got shut out against Auburn. He played awful. We completely shut him down. We shut down the entire Vanderbilt offense. But our offense only scored 0 points last season against them. It's completely unacceptable. I really hope it doesn't happen again, but it could, because Vanderbilt's defense has improved, and our offense has honestly, like, they're probably about the same, if not regressed. So it's concerning. I think we're definitely going to lose this game. Coach Hugh Freeze is going to get out coached. Offense is going to get shut down. Defense is really going to have a hard time getting off the ball, or getting off the field. Vanderbilt's going to have the ball for they're going to have the ball for most of the game. They're probably going to score over 20 points easily. So that game's going to be a disaster. After then, we play Kentucky. Kentucky's a must win. It's in Jordan-Hare Stadium. I don't think that game will be close. I think we should win against Kentucky by double digits easily. Then we play Mercer. Then we play Alabama. And here's the thing. That's still a long time until Alabama, but Alabama will be the best team we play this season. Alabama has a very improved, they don't have a great defense. They have a good defense, and it's improving. They will be the best offense we played again. Ty Simpson, the best quarterback in the nation, and they'll probably have the best receiving core we played too. So that game's going to be really rough. I don't know. This season, we only have 2 guaranteed wins, and I'd say that's only against Mercer and Kentucky. Those are our only 2 guaranteed wins, I'd say. If we can beat Arkansas and Vanderbilt, that'd be amazing. If we won out, that'd be amazing. And I think we have the talent to win out. The question is, are we going to be hyped up for it? Are we going to execute well? And are we not going to get robbed of the game by referees? Can't be so strong on the last one, but on the first two, I think we should be able to do. We just got to get motivation, and we just have to execute well. If we can do that against the rest of our schedule, then we have a good chance of winning out. Vanderbilt's going to be really freaking tough to win out. Like, here's the thing. The Iron Bowl is always close when it's in Jordan-Hare. You never know what's happening. I mean, everyone says Jordan-Hare has witchcraft for a reason. I mean, heck, it happened against Missouri and Georgia. Even though it doesn't even go towards us, like even sometimes it doesn't go our way. I mean, still, just weird stuff happens. Jordan-Hare, you never know what's going to happen in the Iron Bowl. So Vanderbilt's going to be really freaking tough. I don't know how we're going to win that one. Arkansas is going to be tough too. So this schedule, I mean, I'd say it's most likely that we lose these next 3 games. Or, Arkansas, I'd say is like a 50-50. Let's say, we'll just say the benefit of the doubt. We'll say that we win 3 games. We might win 3 games for the rest of the season now. And what do we go like? If we lose 2 more, so we will have gone 6-6. Which is not good. Hugh Freeze is getting fired if we go 6-6. So, and again, I already said this. He's fired if we lose to Vanderbilt too. So, yeah, that's really all I got to say about that. And that's my whole thing with the future of the season. And next year is going to be tough too, because it depends if we get a better quarterback, because our schedule is ridiculous next season. Because, again, I'm really not thinking about this season anymore. I'm just really thinking about what we can do to improve. Like, I just want the rest of this season not to win out, really, just to, improve on offense and for Hugh Freeze to, get something figured out. Because do I think he should be fired? Yeah, but I think it'd also be nice if he figured out he just needs to figure something out. So, our season ended when we lost to Georgia. It really ended when we lost to Georgia. So I think that really we just need to focus on improving the offense. And really, that's all I really got to say about that. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching. And I will see you guys in the preview for Week 9. See y'all later. Bye.